A bicycle subculture has risen in the San Francisco Bay Area. We sat down with Chris Carlson, an author and activist, to learn more about his involvement.
One of my favorites is what I call the outlaw bicycling subculture, which is not so much outlaw really, but it's people who don't generally put safety first, so they do a lot of crazy and hazardous things on bikes. So you have your chopper bike clubs, which leads to things like Cycle Side, where they have all these zany bicycle pedal-powered rides and jumping through hoops of fire with little tiny bikes and sort of Shriner outfits. And it's all very fun and zany and kind of a big beer drinking party, but it's also kind of a place where people meet each other and new things start to germinate and take shape there. And it's a place where people start to meet across a lot of the self-segregating boundaries that we have in our culture, where people really keep themselves separated by age, by race, by gender, and all these different kinds of categories that we feel like we never can talk across.
Chris regularly conducts bike tours throughout the city of San Francisco.
And just surprise people with some nice views. Since they're all good bicyclists, they should be able to handle some steep hill climbs. We'll see. It might just be too much and too much time too. It's supposed to be only 2.5 hours, and that's a pretty long distance to cover in 2.5 hours with me talking all the time too.
Chris also spoke with us about his latest book, Nowtopia, which was released earlier this year.
And so Nowtopia is really a polemic about how bad the structure of society is based on all these sort of casual and not very deliberate choices that we make, where we feel like, well, what else can I do? I have to pay my rent. I have to take a job. Well, yeah, I do too. We all do. We all make this compromise day in and day out. We get involved in the money economy because that seems to be the only game in town. But meanwhile, we're building another game outside of that, which not only reconnects us to meaningful work, but brings us into community with each other in a way that we can begin to rebuild the connections and the trust, where we can envision a different world together and talk about it and maybe make it happen. Who knows?